5 RV items that I never leave without. So stick around for a couple minutes and see if some of these items might pertain to you, and I'll show you what I use them for, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll know if it's maybe something you need. Okay, the first item, which I don't go anywhere without, and because I go to a lot of remote locations, this item is something that I use all the time. And because a lot of these remote locations are usually not flat, this is where this item comes in handy, which is the LevelMate Pro. This helps me level before I level. If you have an auto leveling system on your RV, you've probably ran into this before, to where you're either out of stroke on your levelers or you're too much slope, which sometimes you'll see something that'll say excessive slope maybe on an app, or get a warning on your display. By using the LevelMate Pro, you can use this on your phone app. You can even use it on your smartwatch, which I happen to have an Apple Watch, so it shows up right on there. But this allows me to get my side to sides first, which doing the front and the back is really easy, but that side to side is where sometimes I will run out of room when it comes to my auto levelers. So this is when I can get some of the wheel levelers out, place these behind the wheels, and then I can back up onto them to help me get the side to side out of the way. And then I'll pull out my 4 jack stand blocks, which I like the Camco ones. They're super light. They also lock in together as a pair, and they're reasonably priced. The Anderson ones are a little bit bigger. They're also a little bit heavier, and not to mention they're quite a bit more expensive, and I don't like things that add extra weight, hence I like the Camco ones. And you can also use their little leveler blocks because they go right inside them, so it's kind of like a nice all-in-one system. And the new LevelMate Pro also has a way to where you can now plug this in, so you don't have to worry about the battery dying. But most of the time that battery inside the LevelMate Pro will last almost 2 years. I still have mine in there and I haven't changed the battery yet. So if you own an RV, camper van, and more, I think a LevelMate Pro or some kind of an automated leveling system like that is probably something I think almost everybody should own. So the LevelMate Pro is one of the first items that I definitely recommend having. Okay, now the second item, which this kind of goes along with the RV and also your tow vehicle, but having a good quality air pump is something I think everybody should have on board with them. Now for me, I've used this RV air unit for a long time, and this is something that allows me to air up obviously my truck tires. I can also air up the trailer tires before I get going, not to mention if you have e-bikes or if you have installed airbags onto your tow vehicle, you can also use this as well. And there's several different models that you can choose from. I have more the RV model, so it allows higher pressures. That way you don't have to wait so long, which I recommend getting. Don't get something that only goes to 90 psi if you're inflating your tires up to 80. You want to go to something at least 100 and above. That way the pump is a little more extra heavy duty, and I'll leave a couple variations down below if you want to check them out. And the great things about these pumps is that one, it has its own power cable which connects directly to a 12-volt battery. The ones with a 12-volt socket, they get too hot, they can damage your vehicle. Not to mention they're just not very good for heavy-duty applications. This one here also comes with a removable air hose. It just clicks into place. You can even service this one too, because it does have a removable filter up front, so you can clean that out. That way you can do basic service on this. And the detachable air hose also comes with a little deflator on it, so you can lock this into position if you want to deflate and more. Plus it does come with an air gauge, but one thing I have found with this particular air gauge anyway, is that it tends to be off sometimes as much as 5 psi, which the normal is about 3, but I guess it maybe just depends on the day. Now 3 psi really isn't that big of a deal, but when it comes to airing up your airbags, 3 psi can actually be a lot, especially if you air them up before you attach your trailer, and then once you compress it, that can be an additional 6 to 7 pounds, making your truck and your trailer setup ride maybe a little stiffer than you want. And because of that, I actually carry a different tire gauge anyway. This allows me to do much quicker checks. And one of the nice things with this air gauge, it also has a quick connect on this side, so it easily attaches to the valve stem, and it even has a little bleed off valve, which this is a pretty nice gauge. I like this one. I've had it for a few months now, and it just feels like good quality, so it should last quite a while. Now sometimes breaking out this air pump is a little bit of a hassle because you have to hook it up to a battery, versus sometimes little pumps like this can make quick work if you just need to air up something real quick and you only need a few psi. Kind of like doing the airbags, pumps like this work really good, but if you're going to do anything that's heavy duty, then I really don't recommend this pump. I would get something that's like a dual piston, kind of like this model from Gulu. That one there is a lot more heavy duty. It can do the job much better than this little guy, which is mainly used for basically the e-bike, or I have used this also for the airbags. And number 3, this is actually a new item, which who knew this little item could be so nice. But all this is a small little adapter, but because so many of us now are using Starlinks when we travel so we can stay connected, or if you happen to do remote work on the road, this adapter allows you to use the OEM cable on your Starlink. So all you have to do is take the cable, plug it into this, then plug it into a 12-volt socket. There's a little button on the back of this, which you then turn it on, and it boosts the voltage up from 12 to 30 volts. And so now this little guy can power up your Starlink directly with DC, which is much better than using the AC to DC converter that comes with the Starlink, which doesn't draw as much power as it used to versus the older style, but this is just more efficient because you're going directly from DC to DC, so you don't have that waste as far as the AC to DC loss, depending on your system setup. Which these also work really good for little power stations and stuff and more, but a nice little item that's not very expensive. So now this little guy pretty much just lives with my Starlink, that way it's always ready to go. And now number 4, which now we move on to some safety items like this little guy. I have actually shown this several times in videos, and all this is a gas leak detector pin. And in RV, this can be very huge as far as trying to find leaks when it comes to propane leaks. This also can detect swamp gases and more. It does so much, but for the price, this little guy is only $20, and you simply just press the button, turn it on. It'll take about 30 seconds to load, and then all you have to do is go to where you think the propane leak might be and take this pin and start running it along any of the connection points. Once you see the little indicators go way up and it starts beeping, that is more than likely the connection point that's going to be leaking. Now you can always use a spray bottle in the water, but this works so much faster. I can move along every little point super quick versus taking the spray bottle, spray it, sit there and wait for 5 to 10 seconds and you think it might be leaking. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. This is pretty much a for sure thing. So as far as a diagnostic tool, a safety tool, which maybe not just be for you, but it could be for your neighbor who happens to have a propane leak in their RV, this little guy makes quick work so you can get the item fixed promptly. And number 5 is something that I use as a diagnostic tool, but also something that you can really use for more than just diagnostics, but you can find leaks and more. And that is what this little guy is. This is an infrared thermal camera, but it is mobile for your smart devices. And look how small this thing is. This thing is basically the size of just a small little cube, and all it does is attaches to your phone so you can then turn it into a thermal camera. Now you may not think this is handy, but once you use it a couple times, you'll realize the benefits right away. More and more people are installing solar systems or RV inverter systems inside of their RV, and there can be a lot of problem points there if you don't know what you're looking for. So by using something like this, you can start looking for hot spots or wires that could be loose and more. That way you can fix a problem before it turns into a big problem. You can check out your whole solar array with this. You can also check out the wiring connection points where you might have it running down to your system. And you can also check the system along with where it terminates into maybe a breaker, or you can also check the wiring as it goes into your inverter and more. And what's great about this is it's super small and takes up no weight in your RV. Now this is the most expensive item, as some of these can run about $150 up to like $400 or $500 depending on the ones you buy, but I think this one was on sale for about $189 if I remember correctly. I'll leave some information below on this one, but here's some of the other things it can do as well as finding leaks. Let's say you're running your air conditioner and you have a whole bunch of that cold air just blowing outside of your RV from maybe a hole you didn't know existed and more. You can find out where some of the cool spots are. And not to mention in the wintertime, you can also find out where you might be losing heat. You can also use this to check on bearings, brakes, tire temperatures, and more because, again, it's a multi-purpose tool. And so now this is something that goes with the RV all the time because if you think about it, most every RV fire is always electrical, and it sometimes isn't the person who did the DIY, but it's because of the factory wiring is so poor in these things. Not to scare you, but that's just the reality. There are wires all up and down your RV everywhere that rattle back and forth as you're traveling, and the way they run screws through the walls and everything, it doesn't take long until one of those starts to just wear through the insulation, maybe comes in contact with something metal, gets hot, throws a spark, and more. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to find that, but you may find something else somewhere that might be a small problem and you happen to catch it before it turns into a big problem. So anything that keeps you safe and can find a small problem before it turns into a big problem, is something I definitely like having. So for me, when it comes to these cool little items, they're all super small, they're not very expensive, but these are things that just make my RV experience a little bit better because I have tools that I can find problems with. Also little adapters like this, which can also make your RV experience maybe just a little bit better. And of course, again, when it comes to diagnostic tools and more, these are just some of the gadgets I like having. So hopefully you found something in this video that helps you out in your journeys. I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope to see you guys in another one.